Right, good. Okay, that's good. Okay. And now, okay. Now, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to go here. Okay, good. Now, let's get this show on the road here. Facebook. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Carolyn Wilkins, and I do believe I have managed to accomplish being live here on Facebook. I must say, there's a certain amount of technological challenge to this situation. I had hoped to cross post. I have a couple of different pages, all of that. I have no idea whether that's happening. I hope so. Um, so, yes, welcome, welcome. And if you are here, please go ahead and leave me a little note in the chat and let me know that you are watching. I hope you are. And meanwhile, I'm just going to go ahead with my broadcast. I am so thrilled and happy to be with you guys today live on Facebook. I'm here to offer a few different things. So let me talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. First of all, um, what I do is called Akashic Piano Trance Healing. And if you have never experienced it, you're in for a treat today because that's what we're going to be doing. So, as some of you may know, I am a jazz musician. I am a psychic medium. I'm an educator, and I'm also a Reiki healer and priestess of the Yoruba goddess Yemaya. So I have combined all of those offerings together in one kind of package. And that is what I call the Akashic Piano Trance Healing. Hi, Al. Hi, Sandy. So happy to see you here. Yay. So I know it's going out at least a little bit into the world. Um, so, yes, Melissa, welcome, welcome. So, yes, the Akashic Piano Trance Healing is a combination of all the things I do. So if you have come to this page because you are looking for perhaps some guidance, perhaps a little clear direction, maybe you're feeling like, oh, the fall is beginning, I'm launching a new phase of my life. I sure would like to feel a little bit more comfortable about my next steps, either with a relationship, maybe with a business, maybe just with life in general. Maybe you're just a little bit curious. What is my life purpose? What do I need to be doing to sort of step into my highest and best power? Um, all of these are questions that can be answered through the Akashic Piano Trance Healing. How does it work? As I mentioned to you before, I'm a psychic medium, so that means I can connect with the Akashic records, the records of your soul's destiny, and soul to soul, I connect and provide answers for you from my guides and from your guides, answers that will help you move forward in your life journey with whatever might be going on. So that is kind of the Akashic piece, connecting to the Akashic records. How do I do that? Well, I use a couple of different tools. I'll be working with this wonderful Akashic Tarot today, which is a tarot deck by Sharon Klinger and Sandra Taylor, that is beautiful for connecting us in with those records of our soul's destiny and bringing forth the highest and best. And I'll also be using today these cards. These are the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle cards from Kyle Gray. And these cards give us 44 different energies that are available for us to draw on. And I'm going to open this session by drawing a card, just asking my guides to sort of bring through a card or a message in terms of what might be our highest and best energy for today, to sort of set the tone. Hi, Zoe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yes, so there's going to be Akashic Records reading, there's going to be energy activation, and then after I've sort of talked to you about the messages that you might be receiving or what the cards may have to say, about your particular situation, then I'm going to allow myself to go into a trance, just a light one. I'm not going to completely space out. I'm still here, but it's just sort of a little bit of an altered state that allows me to play the vibrations. And I will say it's not me playing, it's my guides playing the healing vibrations that you need to help you really lock in this message. You know that we're all made of vibrating energy, right? You know that. We're all vibrating all the time, all of us. And music has the power to shift your vibration. And this music is music that I channel. It's not like a regular song. It's more like a sound healing vibration that my guides bring unique to each of you to help you lock in the highest and best outcome for the message that I have given you through the Akashic records. So that is a rather long-winded explanation of the Akashic Piano Trance Healing. If you're curious, if you feel like, oh, gee, I'd just like to know what's going on with me this fall, how can I make the best use of my September? This is what we're going to be about today. So I'm going to go ahead and open our session, first of all, by allowing my guides to pull a card from this deck. Now, this will be a card for all of us who are listening in this moment. And it's going to speak to each of you in a little bit of a different way, but it will provide the theme for our energy today and help to set us off in the highest and best way. And then I will bring some piano trance healing music to help you vibrate with the message. So I'm asking my guides to talk to me and to come through me and help me select the card that will most resonate and help us move forward in the best possible way. So here we go. I'm shuffling now, and let's see what card comes. And the card that comes is the Sword of Light. See that? The Sword of Light. This is a very powerful card. This is a card of cutting cords. This is a card of stepping away from those things that you know do not serve you. This is a card of moving forward and releasing the stuff that may be holding you back. And so while you do that, it says also divine protection, cords cut, and breakthrough energy. What could be better? So it's a powerful card. It's not necessarily for the faint of heart, but I know that if you guys are watching this, you are people interested in moving forward towards your highest destiny. You are people interested in living your highest and best life and getting rid of any gunk that might be keeping you from having the best possible experience and living to your fullest potential. So, thinking about the Sword of Light, I want you guys to just relax, sit back, get comfortable, and I'm going to offer you some piano trance healing music that will help you vibrate with this energy, the energy of the Sword of Light. that is the music of cutting chords. So, the Sword of Light. Hi, Julie. How are you? How are you? I'm so happy to see you all here. Um, I have this going both on my phone and on my computer. So if you see me like looking over here and doing my glasses like that, I'm just trying to make sure that I see who's on there. But that is a little sample of the Akashic Piano Trance Healing, how it works. And in addition, hi Annie. Oh, it's good to see you. Tell Paula hello. So that's just a little taster like. And so I want to say I'm going to be offering some yes, happy Monday, everybody, and happy Labor Day for those of us in the States here. Um, I'm going to be doing a couple of live readings. If you have a question, hi Conchetta, if you have a question that you would like me to address using my Akashic Tarot, a small one card psychic reading, one specific question is good, and I will give you a reading, and then I will also do a little bit of the piano trance music to help vibrate this energy for you. So as you're thinking about, oh, it's Labor Day in Canada too. Who knew? Okay, great, Sandy. Thank you. So if you have a specific question that you would like for me to answer, connecting to the Akashic Records. Hi, Al. Yes, I'm happy you're here. And Al's trip to Cuba. Well, that is an amazing thing right there. And yes, let's do that. So I'm going to go into the Akashic Records. I'm going to ask for my guides to bring through some guidance and message. I'm going to pull a card from the Akashic Tarot, and then I will back that up with healing music. So the question before us here is Al's trip to Cuba. And I will say for the rest of you that as I'm reading for Al, you want to listen in as well, because there may be aspects of this, even if you're not planning to go to Cuba, you may have a trip on the horizon or a new venture, and some of this may also be applicable to you. And I will say also that the music, although specific to Al's question, will also vibrate all of us. So stay tuned. And after I'm done with Al, I'll take a couple of more questions if you have a question. But let's see what we need to know about Al's trip to Cuba. And so I'm going to take a moment to connect with the Akashic Records. The records are open in light. The records are open in love. The records are open for the highest good of all. So what I'm seeing, Al, and of course this is a little difficult because I know you personally, but what I'm seeing is that there has been, especially in recent days, a fair amount of storminess about this trip. I'm getting the feeling that there were some things that were planned or that you thought were going to happen that did not in fact happen, or things are a little bit confused or not exactly the way you thought it was going to be. I'm feeling particularly in the nature of accommodations or something like that. There may be some kind of recent disarrangement of your plans. You can type me a little note and tell me whether that resonates for you. And I do feel that it would be wise for you to step into this trip not only with excitement and hope, but also a fair amount of caution. I don't want to say trepidation. I don't want to say, oh, don't go. No, no. Go. It's going to be amazing and it's going to be powerful, but be careful to lead with your head as well as your heart. I hope that that makes sense. And two, there may be occasion during the trip where you may be asked to do something that you are not quite ready yet to do. And you need to trust your gut and not let yourself get too carried away. I hope that this makes sense for your situation. You can, of course, type me a little note in the chat. If it feels off base or whatever, just ignore it. But that's what I'm getting at the moment for you. And I'm going to ask for the Akashic Tarot. I'm asking my guides to pull a card for you that will speak to Al's trip in Cuba. What does Al need to know about his trip? And I'm going to go ahead and pull the card. And let's see, I'm shuffling now. What does Al need to know? And this one is, wow, paths unknown. Wow. Okay, so you are definitely stepping into unknown territory. It's going to be an adventure, but I think based on the way this card is, there's light coming in. This person is standing here in the clearing and she's kind of thinking about, well, which way should I go? Should I go this way or should I go that way? But there is light coming in. So you are not traveling in the dark. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of resources, sometimes more than you know. I am getting the sense that sometimes you're not always aware of all the resources that you have. And by resources, I don't necessarily mean finances, I mean more emotional strength, maturity, and wisdom. So don't be afraid to call upon this. You are stepping into the unknown, and there will be surprises and things that maybe are not going to turn out the way that you planned, but that does not mean don't go. I think what it means is be prepared and be aware that you will have the resources to deal with whatever comes up, even though it may be a surprise. And keeping your flexibility open so that when the surprises come, you are ready and willing and able to kind of roll with the punch. I hope that helps, Al. Let me go into a little bit of a zone. Everybody just sit back and allow this healing energy music to wash over you. This is Paths Unknown. We all have unknown paths. We may not be going to Cuba, but we all have things that we're stepping out into that maybe we don't know how they're going to turn out. Here is some Akashic Piano Trance Healing music to help you align. as unknown. All right, Al, I hope that that is helpful. Feel free to leave me a note in the chat. I will also, in this moment, mention that I am offering uh, free consults. If you're curious and want to know, these are not free sessions, these are free consults. If you're curious, oh wow, well, all right, I kind of like the idea of the Akashic Piano Trance, but I'm not sure if it applies to my situation or how does it work, or just want to check in with me and find out about some of the other services that I offer. I offer healing services, I offer psychic readings, I offer mediumship if you have a loved one that's passed over. And if you're just curious about how my sessions work and how things are, and you would like to sign up, there I'm offering 20-minute free consults, not free readings, but free consults if you're just curious to find out about what I do. I also teach Reiki, different things. So if you're just curious, you can do that. And of course, if you would like a more in-depth, personal, deep dive, psychic coaching, tarot reading, Akashic Piano Trance Healing, you are welcome to sign up for a session. And all of those things are available on my website, www.carolynwilkins.com. Okay, so let me take a look here and see. I have to take my glasses. Good, Al. I'm so glad that it is helpful. Let me see here. Okay, so Annie would like to know, should I bite the bullet and retire? All right, well, first of all, I will say, as a retired person, I'm just going to go ahead and say my retirement has been the best thing since sliced bread. I loved my career. I taught at Berklee College of Music for 30 years. I loved it. And I'm still connected with it to some degree, but I have stepped down from full-time teaching, and I'm really, really happy with my life. So that's just Carolyn answering. That's not a psychic answer. But if you've been feeling burnt out, and now as I'm kind of moving into the Akashic with you, Annie, I do feel there's been a fair amount of burnout for you. I don't know what your job is, but I get the sense that it involves working with people in a rather intensive way. You can tell me if that's right or wrong, but that it's people heavy, it's intensive, and it is to some degree exhausting. And so those are things that you don't want to carry into your next decade. If it's possible for the finances for you to step back, I feel that it would be better for your health and for your energy to be able to move forward with your retirement plans. I feel that this is something that you have been thinking about for some time, and therefore, it's not like a new idea. This is not, I'm retiring. This is something that you've kind of been plotting. I do get the feeling from you, Annie, that you are a very deliberate person. You don't just jump into stuff rashly. You're pretty methodical, and you've been giving this a lot of thought lately. And I have a feeling you've even already kind of checked into the bank book and so forth to see whether it's feasible. Um, and my gut says, yes, do it. I feel if you want to check in with your inner self, I think you can even do this thing. And this goes for anybody who may have a choice they're trying to make. You can actually imagine, you put your two hands out, you put your retirement in one hand, you put keep working on the other hand, and see which hand, as you close your eyes and just let yourself imagine them, imagine which hand feels heavier, or which hand feels brighter, or which hand, just kind of get a sort of sense like that. But I think you already know. I think you've wanted to retire for some time. You can write me in the chat if this is true. I hope it's helpful. I'm going to go ahead and see what the Akashic Tarot may have to say about that. I'm shuffling. What does Annie need to know about retiring this year? What does Annie need to know about retiring? And I'm shuffling. Now I'm choosing a card. And what I have is the architect. See that? As you know, it takes years, decades to build a cathedral. And this guy here, the architect, is sitting working on a pyramid or something. I think the pyramids took lifetimes to build, and he laid his plans very carefully. And I do feel this card speaks to what I was just saying about your personality. You are a person who is methodical, who does make plans, and your plans are well in place. Maybe double check them, maybe double check the bank balances and so forth, whether you need to retire outright or whether there's an option for you to pull back and go part-time or only do 2 days a week or something like that. But my feeling is the architect is there, the plans are laid. Don't doubt what you have put in place, because you've already laid the plans for this. And so now I'm going to offer you a little piano trance healing from my guides to help lock in the architect of planning. And so once again, for the rest of you listening in, this music will also speak to plans that you may have. This also speaks to your own inner architect. We all have one, and we need to pay attention, not just jump in without planning, but make our planning, but at the same time, not be so cautious that we never do something that we know in our heart of hearts is meant for us. Yeah, the inner architect. Lay your plans, and once they're laid, trust that they are going to work out. Okay, I hope that that is helpful. Annie, by all means, let me know. Nice. Okay, good. All right. And next up is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. My question is, will I be in a relationship before this year ends? Excellent question. And I'm sure that although I am talking to Stephanie, there are many of you out here who may have relationship questions. Um, this is a time of new energies and new beginnings for sure. And I don't know if you guys have felt it. I would suspect you have. There's almost a quickening of the energies. There, things are moving faster, and old things are shaking up and shaking off. And this goes back to that sort of light that is our theme for this call. Old things are dropping away. And what does that mean? That means that new things are possible. And as I'm kind of tuning into you, Stephanie, I feel that there was a time when you were maybe 6 months ago kind of stuck. I feel that this sort of light thing kind of applies to you, and that you had to take some drastic actions, shall we say, to free yourself from a relationship that was not serving you. And by the way, you did the right thing in stepping away. And it also has cleared the path. I feel, Stephanie, that you've done a lot of work on yourself in the last 3 months, and particularly around the thing of sort of feeling that you needed a relationship. I think, sometimes we fall into that, oh, I have to have it. I'm not complete if I'm not in a relationship, etc. And I think that you have done a lot of work around that area to clear that away and to feel much more comfortable with being yourself and being comfortable with yourself and not needing someone to complete you. You can tell me if this is accurate for you, but I feel like within the last 3 to 6 months, you've really worked on this, and back to the sort of light. You've cut away a lot of the junk that was sort of old baggage that was keeping you from moving forward. So, what does all this mean regarding your question? It means that you are open and that the road is open for you to meet someone new and to make a powerful connection. And I do feel that you, Stephanie, are a bit of a deep diver. You are not like looking for something sort of casual or just someone to hang out a little. You're looking for someone that you can really feel a heart connection to at a deep level. And that's why it has taken a little bit longer. You've dated a few people, but it hasn't really clicked for you. But I feel that within this fall season, I want to say before the new year, there will be a shift in your situation. You've been putting yourself out there and you've been meeting people. You haven't been hiding yourself away. But now, there's some of the seeds that you have sown are going to bear fruit, both in the way of your personal development that you've done and also putting yourself out there to meet new people. So I hope that that makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead now and ask the Akashic Tarot to bring a card for you. What does Stephanie need to know about getting into a new relationship? What does Stephanie need to know about her and relationships? What does Stephanie need to know? And I'm shuffling, and here is the card that comes, Ark of the Covenant. All right. This is a card of contracts, agreements, commitment. This is a very serious card. It does go along with my impression of you as a very serious person, when it comes to relationships. And I do feel that you are going to meet someone who has an equal level of commitment and is willing to embark on something more than a fly-by-night thing. I feel that this is what you need, and I feel that it will come to you before the end of the year. So please go ahead, leave me a note in the chat. I hope that that makes sense for you. And I'd love for you to keep me posted on how this works out. So let me go ahead. And once again, this is for all of you out there who may be looking for a relationship or whatever. This piano trance healing music that I'm going to offer is music that will allow you to vibrate at a higher level in whatever relationship you are involved in. All right, the Ark of the Covenant. I hope that that is helpful for you. Please go ahead. You can leave me a little note and let me know if that is helpful. Um, I don't need a relationship, but I want it. Perfect. Yes, that is exactly. Yes, good, Stephanie. Yes, I feel that this is something that will be coming to you in the next 3 months. So, once again, um, I'm going to do one or two more readings. But before I do, I want to just talk once again about who I am and what I do. As you can see here, this is Akashic Piano Trance Healing, which is a combination of psychic reading through the Akashic Records, a tarot reading with the Akashic Records Tarot, and also sound healing with channeled music from my guides. And if you are enjoying the Akashic Piano Trance Healing, I want to remind you that I'm offering free consults if you're curious whether a private session might be helpful for you, or you're kind of on the fence, or you just want to find out more about me, or more about, or you just want to talk. I'm offering free consults. These are not free sessions, but they're free consults, and I can answer your questions, talk about what might be something of concern to you, and just explain to you a little bit more about the process. Or if you just want to talk, you can go to my website, carolynwilkins.com, and there's a place there where you can sign up for a free consult. They're 20 minutes long. If you would like a session, I offer 30-minute sessions or hour-long sessions where we really take a deep dive into your particular situation. My guides bring the healing music, they bring the tarot, they bring the insights that you need to know to move forward. So if that calls you, by all means, you can visit my website and sign up for a session. So let me see who else is on here. Pardon me while I kind of peer at my phone here. Let me see. Conchetta. All right. I'd appreciate clarity in connections with my musical endeavors. All right. Good. Okay. So I assume you are talking now about a collaboration, right? You've been thinking about putting a group together. something like this, right? I'm also getting the sense, Conchetta, have you had someone recently offer you either to manage you or to help book your group or something like that? I'm getting that feeling. You can say yes or no if that pertains. But in any case, it's a partnership around your music. And I do get the feeling from you. I know that you've been in this game a minute, so um, you're a person who's pretty clear about your goals and direction in terms of the music itself. You have a very strong sense of what you want the music to sound like, the level of quality that you want to bring, and the musical direction is very clear. So, what I would say to you is that any new collaborations or people that you bring on board, either as band members, managers, venue owners, anything like that, you want to make sure that these people are in harmony with your vision because you already have a very strong vision. And sometimes people can be offering to help you, but they want to take you down a different road that may not be your road. I do get the sense that you have a strong feeling about what your road should be. So check into these people to make sure that they are going to be fully in harmony with your direction, not trying to impose their own ideas. Sometimes when people are going to either book you or manage you, or they offer you a place to play, and then they want to put all kinds of conditions on you. I don't think that's what you need right now. You are no newbie in the game of music. I know this because I know you personally. Be sure that it's someone who is in alignment with your musical values. So now, I hope that's helpful. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. And let's see here. I will pull a card. And let's see here. Okay. Interesting. This is a kind of two-sided card. It's either spring or autumn, right? And the way that it is facing right now is spring, okay? And what this says to me is that in terms of the timeline for this collaboration, it may not happen as soon as you would like. But I do feel the spring for you, that there will be some developments. And if it's management, I keep coming back to management for you. If it's management, be careful, maybe follow them, study them closely, and look to the spring to have some positive, very strong developments. But hold your center, Conchetta. Don't let yourself get swayed. And so I'm going to offer some holding your center music for all of us. Okay. I hope that's helpful, Conchetta. You can leave me a little note. let me know. Um, Hi, Bindu. Glad you're watching. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Double Sharon. Hi, Julie. Do you see me having a new place to live by next year? Love Chicago, but feel stressed with crime in the city. Well, I must say that is a situation, isn't it? So, Julie, once again, I know you, so I try to put aside, if I know people, I try to put aside what I know about them and allow spirit to come through. So, as I'm connecting with your Akashic records, I feel like there's been a certain amount of upset, particularly in your relationship. And things have been, I don't want to say stormy, but not as satisfying maybe as they used to be. And there's been a little bit of restlessness on your part, and that it may not be the crime in the city that's bugging you so much as your feeling of almost being trapped or put in a box, both with your living arrangements, your relationship, and then the city itself. Because, you know, sometimes when we're in a city or anywhere, the place that that it is almost what we see through our own eyes, like it's a reflection of our own inner environment. And I feel that your inner environment, you've been just a little bit dissatisfied. Just, I want to change. And it comes to me that it would be terrific if you could even just take a vacation in which you literally get away from Chicago, even only for a weekend, but better still for like a week or so. Just go somewhere else just to kind of clean the environment. And I do feel a break, a little bit of a break from the relationship, or a little bit of a break from the home environment, just getting away, even for a couple of days, I think will give you a fresh perspective. So that's what's coming. And let's see what my guides want to bring through for you from the Akashic Tarot. I'm shuffling here. Let's see. And this one that comes is the Muse. Now, I know, Julie, that you are very talented. You're a singer. You have a lot of gifts and talents. And I feel that lately that part of your life has gotten maybe a little stagnant, and you haven't done as much with your creative things, with your singing. You haven't done as much as you used to. And this Muse card here is here to say for you, Julie, that maybe it's time to go back and refresh yourself in that area. I know you sing, and I know you sing well. Maybe it's time to just do some sit in somewhere, do something, get out and about a little bit more for yourself and for your creativity, because I feel that that is also going to shift your whole viewpoint of I hate Chicago, I hate my life, blah blah blah. I think just doing some of these things is going to shift that a little. So let me offer you a little music from my guides to help you settle into um, connection with the muse. And I will say for all of us listening, I know that many of you are creative. We all have a creative part. This card here, the muse, this is something we all need to tap into. And when you're feeling stagnant or stuck or bored or meh, sometimes it's just a question of connecting in with that inner heart creativity and make something, do something, create something, cook a meal, draw something, whatever it is for you. that brings that connection to the muse. So I want us all to just kind of sit back, relax. You can close your eyes, and I'm going to allow my guides to bring through some music connecting us with the muse. Connecting with the muse. That's something that we can all do. So, once again, this is Carolyn Wilkins. I hope that you have enjoyed your time with me today. I'm going to be signing off. Thank you for all of you that requested readings. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to everyone today, but I am going to do just one last piano trance healing from the Gateway of Light activation cards. And this is for all of us. I'll pull a card. And before I do so, just a reminder, I'm offering free consults if you're curious whether the piano trance could be helpful for you, or if you just want to talk and say hello. You are so welcome, Sandy. Bless you. If you're just curious and would like to know more about the Akashic Piano Trance, once again, the free consults are not free sessions, but they're more like an informational session if you just want to talk. There's never any strings or any pressure with these calls. It's just a chance for us to talk. And if you never talk to me again, that's perfectly fine. But it's a way for you to gather some more information if you like. If you feel like, oh, I really want a reading, I have stuff I need to find out, you are more than welcome to go ahead and schedule an appointment on my website, which is www.carolynwilkins.com. And so before I go, I'm just going to offer you one more piano trance healing. I'm asking the cards to talk about what is the one energy that we most need to help us move forward this fall. Okay? And what I'm having here is the I am presence, the spirit within. By whatever name that you call that, we all have within us a healing power that is capable of expressing the highest and best in our lives. And this here it's referred to as the I am presence, the light body activation, and accessing the divine within. So, to close us out today, I'm going to go ahead and offer you some healing piano trance music to help you activate that divine presence within. So sit back, relax, close your eyes, allow that healing music to flow over you. activating that divine I am presence within. This is Carolyn Wilkins. I can be found at www.carolynwilkins.com. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry if I did not get to you with a reading today, but as I say, you're welcome to check out a free consult with me, find out whether this might work for you. And if not, I just hope that you got some benefit from joining me today. It's been my great pleasure to serve you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy Labor Day. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye for now.